Just as we've always heard people say, lying make folks hate you, there are other things that will make people dislike you or not want to deal with you as well. But I feel like a lot of those things have been normalized and people can't see that it's bullshit and it's really not helpful or considerate. So I feel like many people don't realize just as you normalize things that are not okay, it's just that easy to refrain from them and normalize moving different. That came to me because I saw a post today and I can't remember the exact post, but it brought me to thinking about how people, we've all probably done this at some point in our lives. Hopefully we've all grown from this. But one thing I know that many people like to do is either they will call you and not at all ask about you, how you're doing, your day, or just anything you have going on before they start to just dump on you. It's like someone calling saying, hey girl, how you doing? And you're like, I'm cool. And that's all you get out. And then they go to say, oh, I'm this and oh, I'm that. Let me tell you something. That can make people hate you too. That can make people not per se hate you as a person, but hate to see you calling. Or even if it's on the flip side that it's not anything negative. Just the fact that I feel like people have normalized being selfish in the wrong way though. Because we all should have our level of selfishness. Like being selfish enough to not pick up the phone when you see someone calling that's not considerate of you at all. They're draining and they want to dump things on you. Like being selfish enough to know when you need to take a break, rejuvenate, and be to yourself so that you don't extend certain types of energy like that to other people. And I feel like we gotta normalize that because bullshit is always normalized. You know how people excuse the fact that people don't have manners, but it's like it doesn't matter what kind of manners we've been taught. Most people know if you speak, speak back. If you say hello back. If you do something for someone, even if you're not doing it for them to reciprocate, the kind thing to do is reciprocate. But I find it fascinating, I'll say, because it doesn't even upset me anymore when I see people that behave certain ways. But as I was working out today, I saw children and it brought me to thinking how the things that we've normalized has really made people look down and hate people that don't even know any better. It's not an excuse, but they don't know any better. And that's why I say if we turned around and we, just like we normalize bullshit, and I'm sure at this point everybody know what bullshit, just dumb shit is. People not having any manners, people not spreading love, people not having integrity, like people just lying for no reason, people just being manipulative for no reason, people always thinking of themselves and draining other people's energy instead of learning how to not do that. Even if you don't know what to do, I feel like the majority of people know what not to do. You know why I know? Because the majority of people, and I heard somebody say this today, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Yeah, that's a song, but they literally said that. They said that the majority of people will project things on you. And it will be cool when they do it. Whether they know they're projecting or not. Like picking up the phone, calling you, and you can't get to say whether you're having a good or bad day before they want to talk all about them. Whether they know it or not, that's what they're doing. And as soon as you don't answer the phone or you don't want to communicate or be around certain people or certain energies, then they feel like it was cool when they did it. But now it's a problem that you're doing it. No, you're just being a reflection. And that's why I say it's very important that we stop normalizing bullshit and we won't keep getting bullshit. When I saw kids doing some things today it's like immediately Spirit said they don't even know no better. Like there were a couple of adults with them, but you can clearly see that if the kids were doing something in general, for example, using a lot of profanity around adults. I'm an adult and I still try my best to respect my elders. Nobody has to tell me that. And you hear them doing that, right? Using all this profanity around elders. But the specific adults that are with these group of kids, they really ain't just really saying nothing to them, ain't paying attention, kind of doing their own thing. And then it's like we in general would automatically just assume the kids are wrong. My spirit was like, they doing what they taught or what they were not taught. People will normalize shit like do as I say, don't do as I do, and then as adults you wonder why the kids act like this. Or you normalize not correcting them, not teaching them simple manners. Like if someone says hello to you, say hello back. If someone opens the door for you, say thank you. Blase, blase. Just simple stuff. I mean, come on. I'm being real, y'all. I ain't even talking about nothing that you gotta have a degree in the 3D for. I'm saying simple things. But people will normalize, disrespect, profanity, loud talking, running around, just certain type of things, right? That they know that they wouldn't want done if it was being done to them, but they're not considerate of other people. And I know this is just like a lot of different things, but the confirmation I got today was that it's like certain things are cool until they ain't cool. It's cool when you do it. It's a problem when I do it, and people don't realize what they're projecting on other people. When you don't teach your kids well and they go in society and you wonder why society treats them like that, but you have not prepared them. I was raised that whatever your kids do in the house, they're going to do it outside. Be mindful of that. It's real simple. If you're okay with it, just be mindful that they have to go in society with other people, and don't be mad. Don't be mad. Because everybody raised different. Some people may think it's okay for their children to cuss them out, so it's okay for them to curse in public. And I'm okay with it either way. I'm just not okay with your baby cursing me out, but I know how to go the other way, right? But then when society says certain things aren't tolerated and you specifically want to get mad at the kids, like you don't realize that kids do what they see. They're being taught something, or they're not being taught proper manners. Just like grown-ups obviously haven't learned simple manners to know that, hey, everything ain't about you. If you call somebody and you're always projecting or draining them and they don't want to talk to you no more, why's the problem with what you're doing when you want people to just receive your energy, but you don't want to bring any high vibration towards them? You see a lot of adults do things, family, which is what I'm hearing. And we don't realize why kids are doing things now, because you have kids that grew up to be adults that may now be adults that you see them move in a certain way. And I heard someone say today, there are some people that are really old and haven't matured, and there are some people that are really young and they are very mature. And that is the truth. Because you have people that really don't see their ways. They really don't see what they're projecting. They really don't see that what they're doing, their children or someone is looking at them and then they're projecting it. Because people have allowed a lot of bullshit to be normalized. And it's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when you do it. It's cool when people are projecting things, but it's not cool when you decide to extend the same energy they gave you. And I'm going to be real as I, let you know this. I personally feel like, what's wrong with matching energy? I ain't saying all the time, but it's just like, I always think of this in terms of like a bully. So you mean to tell me you want somebody to walk in high vibration all the time, and someone is bullying them, whether this is spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever, right? And they not stand up for themselves against a bully. Because a lot of this is what this boils down to. When people really have the mindset that it's cool when they do it and it's a problem when you do it. So if someone extends some negative energy, disrespects you or whatever, I ain't saying don't walk away. It's just depending on how you feel. But I am definitely not saying you're wrong if you exchange the same energy, because some people only know that. Some people will act like it's cool when they do it until you show their ass and let them know it's gonna be a problem when I do it. And I just feel like some people are gonna have to learn it that way, because in this society, we've normalized a lot of things that's bullshit. And it might take some more bullshit to clean it up. It's simple. It's not hard. I told somebody the other day, it's just like a spoiled child. You can unspoil. Well, that's not a word, but you know what I mean. You can reverse that process, but it's a process. Do you have the patience? That's what I'm saying. You can reverse how someone treats you, period. You can reverse the energy that comes towards you, either by directly walking away from it or matching it to let someone know that it can't be just cool when you doing it. It can't be just cool when people are walking around in society thinking that they can be energy vampires, thinking that they can be disrespectful, thinking that they can be selfish. Everybody had a right to be selfish and all of those other things if that's what they choose. But it's more like, if we really, truly normalize family, treating people how we want to be treated, I promise you we really wouldn't have no issues no more. If we normalize treating people how we wanted to be treated, a lot of bullshit wouldn't be happening, because people specifically, the majority, know how they want to be treated. Even if it's you finding it out when somebody treats you how you don't want to be treated. And it's funny because just like they say, lying make people hate you, because that's what I heard first. And you know, other negative things, liars don't like being lied to. Ain't that funny? I know a few. Most people that's manipulative hate being manipulated. They hate being manipulated. I know a few. So I'm telling you, when you match energy, don't let nobody fool you. You gotta seek your own self and know who you're dealing with and how. Because I'm telling you, some people only overstand it. I've always said, even as a teacher, it's a joke we used to make, but it's the truth. There are some kids that you can say, oh, sit down and be quiet. And there are some kids that you can be like, I know you heard me the first time. Don't let me have to tell you again. Don't let me have to call your mama. The different tones, the different energies is what people respond to. So, family, I do feel like it's time, tribe, for us to normalize things outside of just bullshit, or things that even we've all been taught were acceptable for so long, if we want things to change. Or just either way, just match people energy if you feel like that's what you need to do. If you tried everything else, go ahead and give the people what they want. Because I'm telling you, sometimes the people need you to put a mirror in front of their face and be a reflection of what they're projecting towards you. I mean, but at the end of the day, you smile when you get through and be like, it was cool when you did it. It's a problem when I'm doing it. Fuck you. Peace, love, and power for the journey.